Happy Sunday. Man, we got one right away. 286. What up, buddy? Happy Sunday. And you know the game. Smash the thumbs up. For those of you who are new to the channel, who's interested in learning about wholesaling houses, how you can turn your annual income into your monthly, even weekly, if that's what you desire. So anyways, you guys, that's what I share and teach you guys in this channel, all about wholesaling. Whether you want to go meet the seller or you want to do it virtually, that's all I share with you is how you can actually close deal wholesaling houses virtually, which means you never need to see the seller, the property, or the buyer. As you enter the live stream, smash the thumbs up. So anyways, you guys, any question, drop it in the comment. This is your day. Let's do a quick run. I got about 15 or so minutes here. Smash that thumbs up as you enter the live stream. No wifey. Nope, the wifey's not on today, you guys. It's really hard for me to get her on. She's not so much into like social media and things like that, but I told her that she needs to get on the other day because she needs to promote her products, right? She needs to promote her products. She needs to let people know what's in it, what she offers in her products, and etc. because most people don't know what's in it. But you guys, hit her on Instagram. So her Instagram is Loan, L-O-A-N, Nguyen, N-G-U-Y-E-N, 1984. Let me see if I can write it. Hit her up on Instagram and let her know that you guys appreciate that she comes onto the show. And maybe she'll come on again if you guys hit her up on Instagram and keep on asking her. So I'm going to write it down here because my phone, I can't type it in. So it's at Loan, L-O-A-N, N-G-U-Y-E-N, 1984. Hit her up on Instagram. Let's blow her Instagram up. Can you guys see that? I can't even see it. There you go. Hit her up on Instagram and then comment, hey, Lon, get onto YouTube. You know, because I know that a lot of you guys, when I was reading back the comments, you guys wanted to know, hey, if I have a partner, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, how do we go at this business together? Because I believe the power of two, you can move mountains. So in my country, they have a saying, a wife or husband, a girlfriend or boyfriend, when you guys, when your minds sync together as far as in like your goals and what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, if your mind sync together and if you have the same goal and the same visions and you want to get to the same place, in my country they have a saying that you two of you can move mountains, right? You two can move mountains. So whatever you want to accomplish, doesn't matter how big your goal is, if you guys are together on it, you can achieve it. So it's the power of two. Like 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 equals 11. That's just the power. All right. And anyways, you guys, hit her up on Instagram and let her know that you guys enjoy her company coming on and sharing with you guys and talking about it. And obviously, she can give you guys marketing tips and tricks and things like that. Hiring, dealing with VA, all kinds of things, because that's her thing. I don't know. So I don't know on that end. So let me give you guys some shout out. But her first time, she was a little nervous. The next time that she's on, I'll make sure that I tell her to give you guys some shout out. Daniel, what up? Happy Labor Day weekend. Dude, Labor Day weekend, holiday. You guys don't make any kind of excuses, man. We gotta, you know, my wife and I was going to the gym today. And some of her friend was supposed to show up at the gym, and they say, hey, it's a holiday. It's only 1 hour at the gym. And they're like, oh, it's a holiday. The next thing you know, it's a birthday party. It's a get-together. It's a mom birthday, dad's birthday, and things like that. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, holidays and things like that, it's for people who saying, oh, it's a holiday, so they just kind of pull back a little bit. But, man, we are a massive action taker. It doesn't matter. We push, we grind, we hustle, because we want to get to where we want it to be at a young, you know, at a young age. We don't want to wait until we're 65, 70 to get there. So my whole thing is sacrifice when you're young, right? Sacrifice the short-term pain when you're young, so that way when you can that way you can enjoy your life for the entire, you know, so you can enjoy your long-term instead of your short-term. if that makes any sense. Anyways, let's get you guys this question answer. Oh man, there's a lot here. Liz, Big D, Liz, as I shout out your name, smash the thumbs up for me. If you haven't, if you guys are new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. That way when I go live, you guys will get notified. I just got out of the gym, so I am pumped. Drink my protein shake. Boom. Whoa. Hold on a second. Sticky gum. Drink my protein shake. I'm gonna grew up some salmon. I'm trying to get lean, mean machine. Okay, hold on here. Mike Lane, what up? Sarita, what up? Happy Sunday. Larry Smith, do you need a lawyer to wholesale? No, man. So you need to figure out in your area that you're looking to wholesale, is it an attorney state or is it a title company? All right. Christina, or no, I pronounced it wrong. Christian, what up? How do some wholesaler end up with insurance settlement checks? Shouldn't those go to original homeowner? I am not sure. Insurance settlement checks, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know the questions. I don't know the answer to that questions. Samuela, what up? Happy Sunday. Justin, what do you think about partnership when wholesaling? Okay, my wife and I are like pretty, I wouldn't say anti-partners, but we don't want to get into any partnership because my wife, she wants to take control, she wants to dominate, like she wants to take control of whatever it is, right? There's no such thing as 50-50. It's like, and to me, it's like when you get into a partnership, you must make sure what your role is, right? And make sure that there should be somebody that needs to make a decision, right? To me, 50-50 can come to a conflict. And, you know, back in my country, they have a saying, you know, even husband and wife fight, argue, get into a bad situation. You know, so when you are with a partner, it's kind of like a marriage, right? It's like, man, are you getting into kind of like, so really think and really think about that partners and things like that, but make sure everything is on paper, you know, maybe make sure everything is on paper. What I would do is, man, I hate writing. I would even go and actually do a recording, right? An audio recording or a video recording. So that way, you know, hey, you're this and I'm doing this. I make this decision. You make this decisions. So to me, partnership, you got to make sure that up front, everybody, like everything needs to be upfront and be flat out on the table, right? And be very clear. And then choosing the right partner, man, is so crucial, so important. So that's all I can tell you, man. World Breaker 19, do you have email or Instagram I can have? Absolutely, man. Hit me on Instagram. IG is at Khang, Khang .WTM, and the wife, boom. Follow her on Instagram, hit her up, and let her know that, hey, we like you to get you onto the YouTube channel again with Khang. It's backwards. Oh man, yeah. So it's LOAN, Nancy Nancy, and then NGUYEN 1984. But it's upside down. Raymond, what up? Tina, Stanley, what up? Sing Miss Khang one of your Chinese love song. She will come. Oh man. If you guys follow me on Instagram, maybe one of this day, I will actually record me singing a short version of this song that my wife and I, when we first met, man, every single time when I go pick her up, I pop that song on, I sing it to her, I replace the name in there with her name, and I think that really gets to her heart. It's Lon Win at Gmail. No, it's not. 1984. So let me see here. Question. If I skip your questions, just make sure to pop it in again because there's too many. Edmund Carter, what up? How would I find out if my state's attorney or a title company states? Call around, man. Call around, or you can go on Wholesaling Houses Full-Time, Bigger Pockets. Hey, I'm looking to wholesale in this area, in this states. Is this, you guys have a title company or attorney that you guys work with? And you should be fairly quickly find out if it is or is not. Guys, get an incoming call. I'm back on. Okay, is it best to close with an attorney or a title company? Well, if the area that you're looking to wholesale in, and if you can do with a title company or attorney, I would pick a title company over an attorney any day. Because when you say attorney, seller typically thinks, oh, it's your attorney, right? They're working in your favor. But when it's a title company, they feel like, it's a third party. So it protects them and protects you as well. So title company, definitely. Talai Restaurant. I put up a lot of bandit sign and now I see a lot of other group. Now they are calling us and want to partner up. What are my options? Your options, man, it's all dependent on what you want to do. I don't know. Maybe you want to partner up with them. Maybe you can take down their numbers, their name. Maybe they have a buyers list that you can use their buyers. Maybe you want to, if they want to partner, maybe you can talk about some kind of a partnership. Maybe they can be your foot, your foot on the ground, or maybe they have deals where they can send it to you and you can send it to your buyers. So you can do co-wholesale, JV deal, whatever it is that you want. Just make sure that, when you do that kind of thing, just make sure that everything is on paper. Because it's, where do you find your leads? Daniel, so if you haven't seen my 11 ways payway to the freeway to find motivated seller, then you should check it out. Jason, hi Khang, I've heard about the market crash soon. How will that affect wholesaling, and how do you work around if that does ever happen? Oh, Jason, man, great question. So in our area, in my mentor area, and in a couple other area, we have been getting feedback from people that the market has been softened down a little bit, right? The market has been softened a little bit. So even if the market take a shift, what it is with wholesaler, we don't hold on to property. So there's really, we don't hold on to any property. So for us, the risk there is like you go back and you need renegotiate whatever deal that you currently have with the seller to make the number works. But when the market shifts, which means now maybe there's REO property, there's more foreclosure property, but there's also people that are like in a situation where now they're going to be more and more motivated to sell. So what your goal is now, you have other, REO property for, and short sale, foreclosure and things like that. You just have to know that you have to get it under even at a lower discount. So, I mean, as long as you stay with that 30% discount, so now the property used to worth 150, now it's only worth like 125 or 100, then you just have to get it lower, 30% under that 100. So just stick with that 30% rules, and then just get it lower, right? So just get it low. That's all it is. And the thing is, and as the market shift, you have to adjust and you have to adapt. So for us right now, we're actually feeling that already, that the market, a lot of our buyers that we talk to is softening up a little bit. So a lot of them that are buying at a 20%, now they want to now they're going back to hey, I got to buy it at 25 or 30%. So we start losing some of those 20% cash buyer, which means they only need the 20% discount. They don't need the 30% discount. But now the market has softened up a little bit. So when we put an offer to the seller at the 20% discount, now we try to reconsider some of these and make it 25 or 30% offer discount on the offer. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, then we just move on to the next deal. So I hope that helps you out. But when wholesaling, it doesn't really matter if the market changes. But when you're fixing and flipping, that can be dangerous, right? When you fixing and flipping and you hold on to 5 pieces of property and the market shift, like back in 2008 and 2009, and you can't fix the property, you can't rehab it quick enough and sell it quick enough, because let's say you figure that the property is going to worth about 100 once you all fix up, and then all of a sudden within like the next 30 days the market just dropped down to like 80,000 or 70,000, and you're still working on your rehab. Now that's when it becomes, that's when you got, that's when those fix and flipper, if you don't have enough reserve to back it up, you don't have enough reserve to back up, that's going to be a problem. All right, that's when people lose their shirt. So anyways, but I'm sure those fixer and flipper, the experienced one, they know what they're doing, hopefully. Does your script work as cold calling script? I can't pronounce your name, man, but in my with my King Kong seller script package, include all the contract in there that you need, all the live call that you get to listen to me talking to seller, actually putting the script to work. I'm not just selling you something that I've never used, that you don't even know if it works or not, or Khang just making it up, but you get to listen to live call, and I go live on my private Facebook group for those of you who purchase the products, who get to go on. So a lot of you guys asked to join the Facebook group, and I'm sorry, it's not public, it's a pay. So when you purchase the package, either my wife, Lawn Super Marketing Blueprint or my King Kong Seller Script Package, then there's a code that you need to enter before you get accept onto our private Facebook group. But on there, I go live with seller, I talk live with seller, so for you that you lack the experience, you get to listen in, and that's where you're gonna gain some of your experience, okay? The script, man, I made it so easy, so simple, that whether you're cold calling, whether they're calling in, whether you're calling out, whatever it is, or maybe you see people, maybe you meet some people on the streets, it all works. And I share with you on the Facebook, I share with you all the rebuttals in the script, and extra on the Facebook group, I share with you all the rebuttal of if you cold call, if the seller say this, how do you come back and things like that? How do you close it virtually? How do you get them to commit to sign the agreement virtually without you ever coming out to the property? Because those are the kind of questions that the seller's going to ask you. Well, don't you have to come out and see my property? For those that never actually closed a wholesale virtually deal before, the first thing they would say is, when the seller said, hey, I'm calling in, I want to sell my property, they would say, okay, no problem. What are you looking to sell it at? I'm looking to sell it at 100,000. Then they'll be like, okay, no problem. I'll do a quick research. Can we meet tomorrow? Can we meet the next day? See, because they don't know how, like when you don't know how, like what to say to get the seller to come down to where you need it to be in price, but to sign the contract with you without you ever going out to see the property. So if you've never done it virtually before, right, then man, the key to doing this virtually is you need a good script that knows and shows you exactly how to say and handle all the objections and be able to lock them up over the phone. Where do you get your package? What's the link? Sieta, the link is in the descriptions. Go to www.wholesaletomillion, no S, million.com, and then you can go there and buy it. And before you guys make the purchase, it's a no refund, no exchange. These are for those of you who say, hey, you know what, Khang? I'm tired. I want to change my life. I want to take my life to the next level. I am committed. I'm going to take massive actions, because when you come in there, man, when you purchase it, it's $4.95. It's a no refund, no exchange product. But I promise you, man, when you saw what I included in there and the script, it's going to blow you away, you know? So when you get onto the private Facebook group, I'm going to hold you accountable. So don't think I'm going to buy it. I'm going to put it out here. I'm not going to use it. When you get onto the private Facebook group, I'm going to hold you accountable, and I'm going to remind you why you'd start in the first place, why you made the purchase. So when you made that commitment, that's when you know, that's when you're going to buy it. Don't buy it because you're just like, buy it when you are like, I'm ready, Khang. I'm serious. I'm tired of working this job. I'm tired of my life. I'm tired of being where I'm at. And the thing is, if you keep on doing the same thing, you will never, ever get a different result, you guys. If you keep on doing the same thing, you never get a different result. That's why my wife and I are gonna pay like $20,000 to get into this collective genius, right? Getting to this masterminding group, because if we keep on doing the same thing, it's hard for us to scale up. It's hard for us to grow. We need to go and surround ourselves and meet people that are where we want it to be, that are doing 350, $500,000 to $1 million a month. And that's how you're gonna grow, right? Because you can't do the same thing and expect a different results. For life to change, you must first change, and you must first shift your mindset. I'm ready, Khang, I'm committed, because when you go in there, man, these are for massive, I'm sorry, you guys, but these are for those of you who are massive action taker, who are saying, hey, success is my responsibility. These are the tools that Khang provide, but it's up to me to change my life. It's up to me to make this happen, because I can provide you with the tools, but it's you that have to do the push-up. Okay, but I promise you, and included all the contract you need, the assignment contract, the double closing contract, the addendum. I share with you the addendum that cost me, the addendum that I paid the attorney $500 for him just to write something up for me. And I share that with you guys on the addendum. If the price changes, if to do a holdback with the seller, right? So let's just say that the property, the seller is staying in the property, but you want to close on it, and then the seller needs 30 days to vacate the property. What you need to do is you need to do a holdback. What that means is like it's almost like holding back some money to give the seller the incentive to vacate the property, because a lot of buyer won't close on it because they don't want to go through the eviction. When all of a sudden they close on it, the seller gets all their money, and then the seller end up, hey, I'm not gonna move, and it happens, you guys. And the seller changed their mind, they don't want to move, and the buyer end up in a bad situation. Now they got to go through the eviction process with the seller, and that can cost them up to like $5,000 time and money. So a lot of buyer will be like, you know what, I want to do a holdback. And the thing is, the language that you have to put in the addendum have to fit what the title company is looking for. So I pay the attorney $500 to write up that addendum, and I share that with you guys on the Facebook for free. So that itself is already paying for my package. So a lot of time people are like, well, Khang, I don't know if I want to buy it or not, whether it's the marketing blueprint or whether it's my seller script, because they can't see the value. It's like once you see the value is there, you pay for it. But when you like debating, I don't know if the value is there, I don't know if it's worth it, I don't know if I'm gonna get my money worth out of it, and things like that. So it's like you won't buy it if you don't see the value. But when you see the value, it's done. You'll be like, yep, done, I'm gonna get it. Because you know, with that you can change, right? You'll be able to make something happen. Justin Summit, Autumn, happy Sunday, D Fluffy, Victoria Key. And the thing is, when you join my private Facebook group, there are people on there that are closing their first wholesale deal. And you guys, you know, maybe your surrounding right now are not people that are wholesaling. People are not in the real estate business, especially if you're targeting wholesaling. It's nice to surround yourself with people that are in the same business, that are trying to get to the next level, that are trying, pretty much we're all going on the same path. Because you'll be able to exchange ideas, ask questions, and bounce things off of each other, helping each other out, helping each other grow, okay? Because let's say if you sound surrounded with some friends and all your friends is just going to work, they don't really care about changing their life, they like, you know, they're okay with working at a regular job and things like that. It's hard to, you know, it's hard to push yourself some of the day where you feel like, man, you just don't want to do anything, right? And then all of a sudden, something pop up on our Wholesale to Million Facebook. Oh, someone just closed a deal. Oh, I just went and drove for $1 for like 3 hours today. Got 2 leads, about to close 1 deal. It pumps you up and it gets you excited. Because you guys got to understand that a lot of times when people go into something, they get all this motivation. They get amped up. And then all of a sudden a month go by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by, and they don't see the result, and they don't have, and then they don't have anybody surround them to push them, all right, or to get motivation from. then they drop it and they let it go, and then they move on to the next thing. So anyways, you guys, let's answer some question here. We got 6 more minutes. Victoria Key, do you give them a price on initial call, or do you get comps and call them back? Okay, Victoria, what you want to do is I don't make offer on the first phone call. What I want to do is gather information on the first phone call, and I'll show you exactly how to gather all the information, negotiate, but not really negotiating on the first phone call. So you're gonna ask the seller specific questions to get them to cut down on price, to see if it's worth it for you to even do the research on the property. Because a lot of time it's worth 100, and the seller's like, I want 150 or I want 125. Right? So I'm going to share with you in my script exactly what kind of question to ask, and then how to not negotiating, but how to just to get them to come down on price. And then what you want to do, if there's motivation, then you spent the time to do the research on the property, call back, and then I share with you part 2 of the script, how to call back, make the offer, negotiate, make the offer, and lock that property up under contract all over the phone. Get the commitment. Right? Get their commitment and then make the offer. I show you exactly how to do that. But I don't make offer on the first call. Because what it is that on the first call, all you want to do is you just want to gather information. And if they're motivated, a lot of times my VA will set me the appointment for the next day. But a lot of time I look at it and there's such a motivation in there. I tell my VA to call them back and, hey, tell the seller that, hey, I'm available, that I can squeeze them in, right? You want to make sure that it's not easy. That I told my VA, hey, call the seller back and let the seller know that I got some time here, that I can squeeze them in to make them the offer instead of tomorrow. That's when this seller is super motivated. So and then obviously we want to act quick, right? So I call them back, and then I tell my VA to set within that 1, 2 hour or 3 hour or so, call them back and lock up under contract. I have done that multiple times. Because when they're super motivated, you want to figure a way to get them locked up on a contract right away, but you don't want to come off as like, man, wow, this is a good deal. I got, so you want to tell the VA, or even when you call back, hey, I was able to squeeze in some time here to make you an offer to see, on the property. Larry, good idea. I'm not sure what you mean. Key investment idea. Not sure what you mean. Nelly S. You guys, as you enter the live stream, if this video add any kind of value to you, even a tiny bit, smash a thumbs up for me. Hit the bell notification so that way when I go live, you guys get notified or any video I upload. When cold calling, if you get a voicemail, do you leave message? If you do, what do you say? Yes. And I'll share with you guys in our private Facebook group what kind of message I leave. But when you cold call, I always leave message no matter what, no matter if you're cold calling or you returning a call on the appointment, or the seller calls in and then the seller left you a voicemail and then you call back because they're calling in one of your marketing pieces, etc. And you guys, when setting up your voicemail, be specific and let them know that you buy houses. Thanks for calling. This is Khang. Thanks for calling. Let's just say, thanks for calling Home Buyer Express. We buy houses for cash. We can give you, we buy houses for cash. Please drop me your name, your phone number, your address, whatever it is, and then I'll get back. So you got to be specific and let them know so when they called in, they just don't say, don't leave your voicemails. Yeah, this is Khang. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave me your name, your number. Let them know that they're calling in and the company you're working with and that you buy houses for cash. But I always leave a voicemail. And I typically will say, if I cold call, I say, hey, my name is Khang. I'm with the local investment group. We're looking to buy some houses in the area for cash. Wanted to know if you're interested, you have a house or a property that you might be interested in, consider selling or receiving a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer. If you are, please give me a call back. My number is 123-333-4567, So that's typically what I would leave a voicemail. But I share that with you guys in my package in the Facebook group. And the nice thing about the Facebook group too is you'll be able to ask questions. So if there's a long question, you'll be able to do a video. And I love it. You'll be able to do a video because a lot of time when your question is so long, when I read it, it doesn't make sense to me because obviously my education, like my reading skills sucks. So a lot of time when I read it, it just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? So things like that. Hi Khang, does it cost money as a wholesaler to send contract to the title to a title money? Let me see here. Hi Khang, does it cost money as a wholesaler to send contract to title? You mean, I guess you mean title company. No, it does not. And the thing is, you guys always build relationship with your title company or your attorney and let them know, hey, you know what? You're looking to do a lot of business. You want to work with them for a long term. You want to create a relationship and things like that. So I never had to pay for any of my my contract with the title company. A lot of time they went through the whole process. They pull everything up, the title report and things like that. And for some reason, the seller, you know, for our deal falls apart. I never had to pay for anything. Jason, when talking on the phone with the seller, in the beginning, would it be okay to tell them that you are an investor and what you can do for them, like the difference from what a realtor investor provide for them? Jason, great question here. So you guys talking to seller and locking property up on a contract over the phone, that is my strength. Right? That's my strength. I call them, I lock them all over the phone, negotiating, everything like that. So, Jason, when talking to seller on the phone, sorry, you guys, a lot of time I have to read it 2-3 times because obviously I can't process. With the seller in the beginning, would it be okay to tell them? Well, the thing is, Jason, you got to make sure the timing. So a lot of times the seller will ask you the question. If they ask, you answer, and then you answer their question, you come back with a question. So let's just say at the beginning, the seller calls in, got one of your postcard, hey, I got one of your postcard. What's this all about? Oh, so let's just say if you called in, oh, great, Jason, it sounds like you got one of our postcard letters saying we're interested in buying your house or your property. Do you have a house or a property you're interested in selling? And then just, you see? So I answer the question, oh, sounds great, Jason, you got one of our postcards saying we're interested in buying your house or your property. That's great. But do you have a house or a property you're interested in selling? You want to know that right away. Jason be like, no, I just got one of your postcard, so I'm curious, what do you guys do? Oh, great. So, Jason, what we do is I'm with a local investment. I always represent myself as a third party. Jason, I'm with a local investment company, and we buy houses for cash in the area. If you ever consider the ideas of selling your house for cash for a quick hassle-free sale, please give us a call. Please give us a call. Blah, 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 give you 123-333, blah, blah, blah. I understand at this time you don't have a house or a property you're interested in selling. Is that correct? Ask the question. Yes, you're correct. Boom. Thanks, Jason, for calling. Like I said, if you ever consider the ideas of selling, we can make you a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer within the next 24 to 48 hours. Jason, thank you so much for giving us a call, and we look forward to hearing from you in the future. Boom. Click. Done. That's it, you guys. I mean, you got to determine right away if the seller is worth the time to spend the time on the phone or not. Because you guys got to understand, when you send out these marketing, you're going to get a lot of incoming calls called in. And a lot of these sellers are not the one that's going to work for you. So you got to quickly determine if they are motivated or not, or do they have a property they want to sell or not, right? And you got to take control of the phone call. When I first started, man, I didn't even know what the heck I was talking about. And that's why it took me 6 months, made all the mistakes. I was spending $500 to $1,000 sending out my direct mail, my marketing, putting up, and then I was wasting all that money because I did not know how to control the phone call, how to talk to the seller and things like that, how to handle the objections. And that's why. Right? And that's why. And I don't want you guys to make that mistake. And I keep on thinking they're not motivated. It's not that they're not motivated, even if I come across them motivated, but the way that I talk on the phone, right? The way that I talk on the phone, they just didn't feel like, oh, this is a legit company. And when they sense or felt that, you're done. It's really hard to gain the trust back, right? Especially you never closed a deal before. You can't say, hey, go check out my website, my Facebook. I closed tons of deals and things like that. So you guys got to understand, taking control of the phone call. Don't let them ask you the question. You got to take control of the phone call, ask them the question, because they should be the one that you interview, not the other way around. And that's what happened to me. Oh, I got a postcard from you. Oh, great, Jason. Nice. That's when I first started. Oh, great, Jason. You got a postcard. Okay. How's your day? Oh, no. I just want to know. Why you sent me this. How do you know I'm selling? I don't want to sell. Right? And they go on and on and on and on. I like, sorry, Jason. I'm sorry, Jason. I sent you the letter. I just wanted to know if you're interested in selling. No, I'm not. I'm not. Take me off your list, right? And they go on and on and on. They just like, hey, if you take me off your list, I don't want to hear from you again. And, things like that. And I didn't even know how to plant the seeds, right? I didn't know how to plant the seed. I didn't know to say, hey, Jason, I understand. I'm so sorry. I understand that you're not interested in selling at this time. But if you ever consider the idea of selling your properties for cash, I do not ever use the word home. Don't use the word home, you guys. When you use the word home felt like an attachment, right? Oh, this is my home, right? So when you say the word home, I don't use the word home. I always say, do you have a house or a property you're interested in selling? I don't use the word home. Okay, home just felt more sentimental, right? Because you don't want them to start the home feeling up. Okay. Anyways, you guys, any other question? I really hope this helps you guys out. Foslene, what up? What's your conversion rate? How many leads equal a deal? So Foslene right now, man, let me see. So my VA is the one that takes all the incoming calls, so a lot of times the good one, my good VA, like maybe like 30 to 35 calls, they can probably set an appointment. They can probably set like 4 to 5 appointments, and in that 4 to 5 appointments, there's probably going to be one deal in there, right? But if you're really good, man, maybe like maybe like 20 people or so that you talk to that are somewhat interested or motivated to sell and are reasonable, you'll be able to lock one up on the contract. Okay. But if you first start out, maybe you're not good, man, it might take 50, 60, even 100 or 200 or 300 calls. It really depends. But having a good script doesn't have to be mine. You guys, as long as you have a good script and you know that the script is proven to work, study the script, study it. So that way you have kind of a platform, a questionnaire of what to ask the seller. Okay? Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for every single one of you guys that were able to come on live with me. I really value you guys' time. Thank you so much. And you guys, as always, if you do enjoy this video, smash the thumbs up for me. Show me some love. This is the Wholesaling Houses to Million family. You guys take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys in the next video.